Good evening, guys. This is Ty from MasterKicks.com, and I got some time to squeeze in this quick show on this evening. Now, the Air Jordan 1 first class flight is coming out tomorrow. Not tomorrow, on Saturday. My apologies, and I wanted to figure out how many pairs were made. But before I get into the actual show, I want to show you pictures. So I go on Nike.com, and they have the best pictures. So let's go here and let's talk about this shoe. Now, the leather material is probably, they say, luxury leather. So I don't know, some kind of perforated white leather, premium, they say. And now, one of the things is this: I don't like fluorescent highlights on the shoe. I just don't like it, like those flamboyant colors. I'm very conservative, old dude. So I like the shoe, but I wouldn't get it for myself. I don't go for this kind of like flashy colors. But you know, if you want it, more power to you. It's a lot of perforations on the leather. You can see that over here, and there's a little bit of that neon yellow highlights on the underlays and on the back and on the heel liner. And there's a lot of that's one thing that I like about the shoe is the back here. This like barcode, I love that. Now, a lot of this stuff is like byproducts of the off-white. You can see there's a lot of abstract things to it, where Nike wants to throw all these things to just it looks like really unique, and that's the whole point. Now, my goal is just trying to figure out how many pairs were made. Now that we talked about the shoe, let's go back to my website, and then I'm gonna read it off my own website, because I wrote that this morning, and I don't want to like do another PowerPoint for you to see this. It's just too much work. So again, like the Obsidian one came out a couple of weeks ago, and that was an instant success. Like the shoes sold out instantly. And Nike has been like really employing this Edit to Amplify campaign, which is give people what they want. And the Jordan 1 high silhouette has been like on demand. Now, some mid silhouette are also doing really good, but the highs are always like first choice. So the first thing that I do when I want to find like how many pairs were made is I go on like Footlocker and then Footaction, and I look at their release map, and I look at like minor retailers and chains and trying to see what they're getting. But this time when I went, no minor chains are getting it. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't find any. I went on Downtown Locker Room, all these places, Shoe Palace, Shoe City, Kicks USA, Jimmy Jazz. None of them has this shoe on their calendar. They might change in the future, I don't know, but as of now, none. So the only people that I know of was Nike, of course, and then Footlocker and Footaction. Not even Champs had the shoe listed on their calendar. So that means the shoe's gonna be limited, right? So I went and collected data. So now I'm going to show you what I got. So this is Footlocker. So when I checked the map, I went hand counted everything. It was like 595 Footlocker stores. For Footaction, about 182. So as you can see that on the images that I showed you here, you can do that on your own if you want. Now, the thing is this: like most stores are operating on the first come first serve basis. So I can actually open this up and show you real quick. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna do that in front of you so you can see. Like most stores, this is like boom, boom, boom. You see that? Man, look at that. That's a lot of Footlocker that I was getting it. All right, first, it's not first come first service lounge reservation procedure, so it's gonna be limited. All right, let's go back to my website. So now to find out how many shoes are made, we're gonna set up some assumptions, which I'll do in front of you every time. So this time I'm assuming that Footlocker and Footaction are gonna get about 1/2 of the entire U.S. Allocation, and then Footlocker and Footaction online are gonna get about 1/4 of what the physical stores are getting. And now the hardest part is to figure out how many pairs per store. That's the hardest one, because I don't know. Some Footaction may get like 70 pairs, like House of Hoops and locations in like New York and stuff like that, in Harlem. So I don't know. So to be safe, I just stick to like 12 pairs per store. I'm trying to be conservative here. And then the next thing to do is just simple arithmetic. We're just going to multiply these numbers. 595 times 12, 182 times 12. You add it all together, you get 9324. And to find the online allocation, you take that number, multiply it by 1/4, or just divide by 4. We get 2331. And then to get the total, we just add it all up. I came up with 11,655. And to round it off, you get 12,000 pairs. That's just the US inventory. Just multiply that by 2. That's 24,000. And then I'm assuming that the rest of the world, because everybody else like and places in like Europe are getting it, you're gonna take that number and then multiply that by like 2, 48,000 pairs, and this is how I came up with my numbers. I could be totally wrong, take this thing with a grain of salt. I don't know for sure, but this is my estimation. All right. Now the next thing I want to tell you is this market value. Should you buy the flip? A lot of people want to know, should I buy this shoe and flip it? So what I did was I went on eBay and I collected my data. So when I did that, I put it in a histogram, and this is what I found. Like you can clearly see from this picture here that 8 pairs sold between $340 to $360, and those are like mid sizes. And the lowest shoe sold for like $300 and $320 right here. All right, and those were like larger sizes. And then the highest price fell between the $480, $499, and most of the shoes that sold were size 8 and size 9, or size 8.5 or 9, something like that. So that means smaller sizes are gonna go for the highest. So I'm referring to like sizes 7 to like 9. Now mid sizes are gonna sell probably between like the 340, 360. And if you do, when I did my average, I came up to 340, 339.28. So if you look at a markup, that's about 99.69% markup, since the shoe retails for like $160 before tax. If you live in Maryland, that's gonna be like $169.60. So your markup is like 99%. You better believe that this is a good markup right there. All right. So I went on StockX and I did the same thing. 532 pairs sold, and the markup was 103%. 421 the average sale price. This is incredible. Now here's the thing: should you buy the flip? Of course you should buy this thing to flip if you want to make some money on Saturday. I mean, it's incredible. The markup is 100%. Yes, you should. Now here's the thing that I really want to talk about, like the sales ratio. For every 13 pairs sold on eBay, 532 were sold on StockX. So that's like for every 2 pairs sold on eBay, 100 pairs are selling on StockX. That's incredible, and that's like, it makes sense because you know why? eBay has been polluted with a lot of fake shoes, so people don't want to take a chance anymore. And then on StockX, it's easy to sell this nigga. You get into the store, once you get your hands on the shoe, you know it's gonna sell it right away because somebody already put money down. They're willing to pay you for what you want for the shoe. That's incredible. Like, that's crazy right there. And then the buyer gets to impose his will on the seller. So I mean, you can't tell me this is not a good system. And I actually wrote about it. You can read the article. Just click on here if you go on my website and read this article. You will enjoy it. I go and I break down like the entire thing that I'm talking about right now. All right, so that's not what we're talking about. So yes, this shoe is going to be a good one to flip if you want it. It's going to 48,000 pairs made in total. That's what I'm assuming. And the resale price right now is about $400 and $350, between $350 and $400. So that's a good price. Now, if you want to buy it, I have like a link for you over there and some links on eBay you can buy this thing from. All right. So actually, I wanted to include this that I actually put on my website. I'm actually going to show it to you right now. Let me go on my shop, and I created this slides, this legit list. Let me see if I can find it on here. I want to show it to you because this is something that I think a lot of you guys can. This legit check. It's only 99 cents. So basically, all the catalog here, it has over all my comparisons that I've ever done since I started House of Kicks. I have a lot of comparisons in here. You see that, like on the 1s, on the 2s, on the 3s, on the 4s, on the 5s. All these things that you're gonna get that for 99 cents. Just go on my website. This is one way you can say thank you for the work that I do. You know, I'm not asking you to like just 99 cents because these things take a long time for me to like write. When I do the real versus fake, it takes me a long time to like get the shoe, get the pictures, and I do this. So if you want to support, I would appreciate it if you just purchase this for 99 cents on my website right now. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more stuff like this. This is Ty from House of Kicks.